Those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place. Go beyond. Well, good evening, everyone. And it's Tuesday night. Do you know what that means? It's the Go Beyond show night, and I'm your host, Jordana Foster. You know, as you may know, at the beginning of the year, I decided that I would highlight one keyword for every show. Whether it was me speaking and doing training and coaching, or if I had a client. And do you know what the word of the day is? The word of the night? The word is expectation. It's a great word. And I'm going to unpack that for you tonight. And I want you to see what resonates with you and where you can improve, and really what hits you as far as your goals and how you can move forward with this new changing landscape that we're all experiencing. So as a business coach, leadership and communication trainer, motivational speaker, I am passionate about helping business owners and team leaders and business professionals and organizations to get out of their own way, to get unstuck. And so many of us are still so stuck right now, right? That's hard to say. Anyway, so to really discover what it is that's holding them back, what's holding you back from achieving the goals that you have for your life, for your business, for your career. What is that? And usually it's more than one thing that's holding you back. So from virtual mindset shift workshops and communication and leadership trainings and corporate training programs designed for business professionals and business owners and leaders, okay? And I stress leaders because leadership is so important now, no matter how big or small the size of your business and organization is. For those individuals that are looking to enhance their mindset, to up-level their communication skills and their performance, to get the optimal results, not only that they deserve and they desire, what you deserve and what you desire. And what does that look like? So having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, a business coach to help guide you through these still uncharted waters we're still trying to figure out. We can't wait any longer. Now more than ever, it is so important to have that thinking partner, to have a strategic thinking partner, and someone to help you think creatively outside of the box, to approach your business and your career and your clients and your team with all the tools that they need to go beyond. It's not a luxury anymore to have a business coach, a mindset mentor. It is a necessity. It is an absolute game changer. So if you're ready, and I mean really ready, to decide that you want to go beyond limitations and expectations, contact me for a 45-minute complimentary lunch and learn for your business and organization, or a 45-minute complimentary discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster, or contact me on Facebook or Instagram at Ready, Set, Go Beyond. Here's the thing. If you want to grow your business, if you want to advance in your career, it starts with you. It starts from the inside. What you do, the work on the inside, will show up on the outside, but you have to do the work, and you need someone like me, a coach, to help you get through that and navigate this new business landscape we're all trying to figure out. It's time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It's time for you to go beyond. So I'm really excited because the word of the day, it's such a great word, and there's so many components to it. So I'm going to try and unpack as many as possible during our time together. The word of the day is expectation. And you know, we all have them, don't we? We all have them personally and professionally. And it's really important for you to, I would grab a piece of paper and write some of the things down that I'm going to share with you, because it's not just the information that you're going to absorb, but at the end of the day, it's what you're going to do with that information. And that's why it's so important when I do trainings for companies and organizations and I do executive coaching. It's really not just absorbing the information, but it's unlearning as well. And it's applying and implementation. So anyway, expectation is a strong belief that something is going to happen in the future. Okay. Or it's a feeling that someone or something is going to achieve something. Okay. And I always like to slant things and push things towards the more positive side. But I will tell you, and we're going to talk about this later, that a lot of us, unfortunately, have negative expectations for how we approach our day, how we wake up, how we get started, what the day's going to bring, if the weather and all of this. And don't get me wrong, we are still, after the year and a half that we've just had, I get it. We've all experienced that, and of course some more than others. But you need to start, and here's the shift, okay? We need to start shifting to positive expectations, good expectations. And let me tell you, there are two sides of expectations, okay? One is what we expect from others, okay? What are our expectations of others around us in our life? It could be family and friends, in our business. It could be our coworkers and clients, team members, in our career, okay? Think about that. And then the other piece, which I'm going to focus on, and it's very important because we all need to figure out what we can control in this world of uncertainty, in this business landscape that we're still trying to maneuver and pivot in. It is so important for us it's about our expectations of ourselves, okay? Our expectations of how we manage all of these expectations is critical with how we view the experiences that we have and the goals that we pursue. Oh, I didn't see, we just had a comment. I'll go back to that. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You know, when you think about it, there's only two components, and there might be a third actually, and the third is about what we expect of situations, events, where we go, our day, okay? So it's your expectation of others, what you expect of them, your expectation of yourself, and then expectations of situations. Now, let me tell you, of those three, you know which one you have control over, right? You have control over what you expect of yourself and then what you're going to deliver. Okay. So it's so important that we set high expectations for ourselves. You know, so many studies have been made, and that successful business people are the ones that set very high expectations for themselves. You know, it is a constant trait amongst them. And you see their expectations for themselves and for those around them in their business. Okay, we're talking about business owners. I'm going to address this in 1 second. It allows them to have this self-fulfilling outcome. Okay? That expectation. Does expectation mean success, or does it mean to plan to get successful? Excellent question. Now, that expectation depends on the individual, doesn't it? I can't tell you what your expectations should be. We all have our wants and needs and desires for what we want in our life and the potential that we want to fulfill. But that's such a great question, because the truth is, what does success look like to you? Maybe you're at the beginning point where you're starting a new business, or you've revamped your business and you've had to pivot. And so you're starting to set those, you're expecting to be successful, okay? But it's what it is for you. And that's a very important thing, because you need to gain that clarity in order to move forward. You really need to get clear on what those expectations are for you so you can have the success. And let me just, before I go into a few of these things and tips for you, just like motivation, You can set very high expectations for yourself, but I assure you, and I want to stress this, if you're not willing to do the work to really get into what you need to do and no excuses and be fully committed, then those expectations paired with that work, paired with that vision, paired with that belief, paired with that commitment will deliver you that success. But when you're missing those other pieces, you can have the highest expectations in the world. You can have more motivation than ever before, but guess what? You're not going to achieve that. So here are 5 reasons to set high expectations for yourself. 1, your self-image will rise. And we all need a higher self-image, right? Your self-image is how you view yourself and what you think of yourself. And so many people that I've spoken to, right? Business owners, business professionals, high level, okay? You need to really get clear on your self-image and to know that when you set a high expectation for yourself, your self-image will rise. So that in itself is a really good reason to do that. Number 2, what you produce will increase and be of higher quality. Why is that? Well, because you're demanding more of yourself, you're expecting more of yourself. So guess what? You're going to deliver. You're going to show up bigger. You're going to perform at an optimal level. Your work will improve. Your performance will increase, your productivity for you and your team. So how important is that in a business for your organization to have not only your management and high level, senior level managers, but how about all of the team, the entire organization to produce at a higher level? It's about expectations and how clear are you with setting those. Communication is one of my sweet spots in my coaching and training. And I want to assure you that the majority of the businesses and organizations out there with everything that's happened over this past year and a half, you need help with communicating your expectations in a clear and very defined way. Okay. You will also, number 3, you will develop more of your potential. You know, we have an unlimited potential and we need to really achieve what it is that we're supposed to achieve. Here's a question. What if your expectations are higher than your staff? Well, then they need to rise up with it. And there might be, which has happened because a lot of businesses have brought me in for this, you might need to evaluate your staff, your team. They need to be more equipped. You know, you might have the right players in there, and some of them potential, which is a great word, which I will have on another show. I want to tell you that it's really important because when you have people that have the potential, but they're not at the level of expectation that you are as a business owner, and you're not conveying that, and guess what? What's lacking is the training. You're not equipping them to show up. It's not about just training to do the job and the responsibilities that are on their job requirement. It's about how they're showing up as a person. How are they being a team player? It's very important. That's why the training that I do and the communication and the equipping is essential for businesses. Number 4, your personal standards will rise. You know, the standards that you have for yourself affect all of the facets of your life. You know, yes, I focus on business, okay? But that we're not compartmentalized. We're human beings. This translates and rolls into every area of your life, all of your relationships. So the standards that you have will also, when you're raising them, it's going to rise in all of the areas of your life. And that's a great thing. Okay. And then the last one of that is your self-confidence and how you relate to others will improve. And now most people don't realize that your self-confidence affects your communication skills. How confident you feel in your own skin with what you have to say, how good you are at speaking, how you have learned and mastered speaking and listening and understanding people and relating to people. That's a skill set that I teach. That's something that, again, is in my wheelhouse. That is a sweet spot for me. And your self-confidence and how you relate to others is so crucial now more than ever in your business, in your work environment, with your team, with your clients, with yourself. Okay? And if you have greater self-confidence, guess what? you're going to be a better communicator. You're also going to realize with that self-confidence that you want to grow more. So you're going to invest not only in your skill sets and improving your training, but as well as improving the skill sets and equipping your team. So I'm Jordana Foster. Wow, I have so much to cover, but I love this topic. I want you to really understand the importance of expectation and how it relates to you in your business, career, and life. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. We're going to be right back, but please watch. My amazing sponsors have some commercials, and then we're going to come back here to talk more about expectations for yourself as well as for others. Thank you so much. Has changed. Have you changed? Leadership and success require so much more than they did before. Investing in your own personal development as well as the development of your team is an absolute necessity in this new, ever-changing digital business landscape. Mastering mindset and effective communication skills are critical pieces to the success and growth of your business now more than ever. I'm Jordana Foster, founder of Ready, Set, Go Beyond. As a certified mindset coach, business strategist, communication and leadership trainer, and motivational speaker, I am passionate about helping business professionals, business owners, executive managers, sales teams, and organizations to elevate mindset, enhance communication, and up-level performance. Mindset and communication are the key skills for success, especially now with most of us working remotely and interacting with our clients virtually on a daily basis. Don't just survive, it's time to thrive. Contact me for a complimentary 20-minute discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. If you want to grow your business or advance in your career, you need to grow yourself first. Step up, show up, and never give up. It's time to go beyond.
Does your pool have a leak? Pool leaks can be extremely costly, mostly because many homeowners don't realize the difference between normal evaporation and a leak. With over 20 years of expertise, LeakWorks provides premier leak detection, repair and pool equipment for pools, spas, and fountains. We've performed thousands of leak detections and repairs for both residential and commercial swimming pools throughout South Florida. We provide comprehensive leak detection using the latest state-of-the-art ultrasonic equipment to dive pools. We specialize in leak detection and repairs, skimmers, pumps, filters, main drains, heaters, lights, saltwater systems, and so many more. Call us at 954-629-3654 or email us at leakworksflorida@gmail.com to set up an appointment. Honest, reliable, dependable, licensed, and insured. LeakWorks. When it comes to pools, we have the tools and expertise to get the job done right.
Conceat Software creates technology to help small and medium-sized businesses save time and money. Conceat Software sets up the IT infrastructure, which includes your computer, telephone, cloud system, network, email, and security. Conceat Software can help you with business automation by developing software, providing accounting software with Sage Intacct, setting up online sales and e-commerce, and customizing apps. Call Conceat Software at 954-874-9093 or conceat.com. Conceat Software, IT to help you work smarter.
At Building Financial Solutions, we understand that finances, inheritances, and retirement can be stressful, overwhelming, and complicated, and we simplify it together. We guide you through the process of preparing for today and tomorrow. We specialize in investments, inheritances, rollovers, annuities, retirement, estate planning, and insurance. Contact us for a complimentary consultation at 954-771-0100 or on our website, www.buildingfinancialsolutions.com. Building Financial Solutions, simplifying finance.
Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex affiliated insurance agency.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster, and I would like to thank my incredible sponsors. First, LeakWorks, your expert in pool leak detection and leak repairs, and pool repairs of all kinds, residential and commercial repairs. Over 25 years in the business, licensed and insured. That's what you want. Contact leakworks.com. Also, Consiat Software, IT services, software development, and business automation, IT to help you work smarter. And don't we all need to work smarter? Don't we, now more than ever? And Building Financial Solutions, a private wealth management firm that helps you simplify finance. And when it comes to finance, don't we need to simplify that? So contact Building Financial Solutions for that. So we're talking all about, expectations. And when it comes to I told you that there were two parts. Right? So we have the expectations that we have of ourselves, and I went and gave you a few examples of that and why you should have a higher expectation for yourself. Comes from success, fulfillment, happiness, all of those things. All right, self-esteem, confidence. I can't stress that enough. But when it comes to expectations that involve other people, listen to this. Many of us, including me, we have at some point believed that by expecting, that we expect the way that people behave, and they want to behave the way we want them to, that we think that the way that they're behaving is the way that we want them to. That is not true. I'm going to explain that again. Many of us, we at some point believe that if we have an expectation for somebody to behave a certain way, okay? If you want a conversation I'll give you an example. If you want a conversation to go a certain way, and I expect somebody to say something to me. I'm expecting words. Maybe it's a thank you for something that I did. And they don't thank me. I had an expectation for them. Okay? They might thank me in other ways. They might have other things going on in their life right now. So it's really important for us to realize that we are not mind readers. Okay? And we need to get really clear on unspoken expectations, okay? Because when there's an unspoken expectation, it's usually guaranteed to be unfulfilled. That's why communication is so important, okay? Talking very openly, whether it's at work, in your business, with your clients, expectations. You need to have expectations for the clients that you work with. I know I do. And I want to hear what their expectations of me are too. We need to have expectations, but they need to be clear. We need to communicate. That's why communication is so essential. And we also need to have expectations for the people who work for us, right? Work with us. And we need to have expectations for people that we do life with, our friends and family. And they need to have expectations for us. But we need to communicate that so that we're not so frustrated, because we all don't think the same way, okay? We need to learn not to expect people to know what we want, to know what we need, to know what we expect, unless we convey that. Because most of us will get disappointed when our expectations are not met. Isn't that the case? When we thought someone would say something or do something or act a certain way that didn't come through, and naturally we're going to be disappointed and resentful. So expectations, ready? Here's some things to change when it comes to other people. Stop expecting people to read your mind, because they won't and they can't. Stop expecting people to fully understand you without those explanations. So make sure that you're clear with what you're saying. And stop expecting people to treat you the way you want to be treated unless you show them how you want to be treated. And that is that golden rule. You need to treat others the way you want to be treated. It is so important for us to get clear when it comes to expectations. And I'm just going to tell you one quick thing before I tell you. I talked about expectations for yourself. I told you about expectations for others. But I also want to share with you that sometimes it's important not to have an expectation. And I know that that might contradict everything that I just said. But when you walk into a room, when you go into an event, when you go to meet someone, sometimes you're going to be pleasantly surprised if you don't have expectation for what that situation is going to be. So you really need to get clear on that, but you need to have the expectation of who you are and what you want to achieve. And the quote of the day is, you can never rise higher than your expectation of yourself. You can never rise higher than your expectation of yourself. So always expect the best of yourself. And that's Brian Tracy, if you're expecting yourself not to do well, no matter how well you're going to perform, you will never exceed that. So I really want you to understand that it's really important to go for your expectations of yourself and raise them for your self-confidence, self-esteem, and your performance. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. You can catch me here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. live on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, and also on WWNN. Make sure that you recognize your expectations for yourself and of others, and contact me for a lunch and learn or a discovery session. Make it a great night. Go beyond expectations. Good night. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.